Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Bucks Talk. It's been probably about a couple hours since the game was played. I'll just say a few hours because it probably was more than that. But yeah, another game that kind of went back and forth, and yeah, it was just something like Bucks had it in the first quarter, then Miami had it second quarter to tie the game. Then Bucks a little bit is back and forth in the third quarter, but the Bucks were hanging in there. Then it was just Bucks in the fourth quarter, and they didn't have a terrible fourth. Oh, sorry if I'm moving this. And hopefully some of y'all can hear me, and I apologize for the what happened with the Clippers with the Clippers. One of the Bucks talk that was talking about the Clippers, so I apologize about that if y'all couldn't hear it because I finally, tested, finally clicked it on myself and wasn't sure about talking or whatever like that. So I'm glad that it's now working. But like I say, I apologize. But Bucks in the fourth quarter, it seemed like it's was when we was on the road when we were playing against the Heat those two times last month. Like we slowed down Jimmy Butler, but we couldn't slow him down today. Couldn't, well, Tyler Hero, of course, the hometown kid, and just doing what he needed to do. And yeah, and crazy enough, they went with a eight-man rotation, but Kyle Lowry was out, and Victor Oladipo was out, and plus they got like more people that are out, like Duncan Robinson and Nikola Jovic, which I don't even know if he saw. I don't know if he has he even played yet. So I don't know, but the Bucks did stop him at shooting 3 point line. 8 of 31 they were. As for the Bucks, they were 14 of 40. So not their best, but not their worst. It's just crazy. Definitely look up the turnovers. Miami Heat was 7, and the Bucks with 12. So at least their turnovers is not going as high as it has been in the past. So I'm glad they kind of changed that up, but they do got to fix them turnovers. Which Chris Middleton today had the most with 4, so that's kind of hurt. And Giannis and Drew both tied with like 3 turnovers. Just insane. And okay, the Bucks did went with a 9-man rotation. Okay, so kind of glad they did that. And although defensively the bench was okay, but offensively the bench was not that good. Well, except for Chris Middleton, that was started from the bench, had a big night. We'll get to the numbers and stuff in a minute, but yeah, like they're like sending the lineups and stuff, and like who's playing and who's not. Like it's like they're playing a playoff game. So this was kind of like how it was a playoff game. So again, the final score was 115-123. Milwaukee over Miami for their final home game at the home, like the homestand, I should say. Yeah, their final game of the 4 game homestand that they got, and they're going to be on the road for the next 3 days. So yeah, Syed Martin 17 points, one block, one assist, 9 rebounds, 2 of 6 from three, 6 of 13 from the field. Jimmy Butler with like I said, they just couldn't. It seemed like they couldn't stop him. 32 points, one steal, 3 assists, 8 rebounds, 1 of 2 from three, 11 of 21 from the field. Ben Adebayo with 16 points, 2 steals, 8 assists, 11 rebounds. So a near triple double for him. And I think he had a near triple double last time that they faced the Bucks in Miami. Um, Tyler Hero with 24 points, 1 steal, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 of 8 from three, 10 of 24 from the field. And Matt Strudis, sorry if I hope I said that right. He had 11 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 1 of 4 from three, 5 of 9 from the field. Haywood Highsmith, 8 points, did foul out, 1 steal, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 of 4 from three, 3 of 6 from the field. Now going to the Bucks with Pat Connaughton was doing good offense, so that's a plus. 14 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds, 4 of 9 from three, 5 of 10 from the field. Giannis had the game high of 35 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 11 assists, 15 rebounds, so he had a triple double. 9 of 16 from the free throw line, 0 of 2 from three, so he only attempted like twice, so that's good enough for me. And 13 of 19 from the field. Brook Lopez with 9 points, 3 blocks, 6 rebounds, 0 of 3 from three, 4 of 11 from the field. Grayson Allen with 19 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 of 7 from three, so shooting very good, and 7 of 11 from the field. Drew Holiday, although we was hoping he would score more this game, but he didn't. But he had like 15 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 of 5 from three, and 6 of 9 from the field. So although we was expecting his like average shooting was going to be more, but at least he had like a decent shooting percentage for this game. And Wes Matthews with good defense again, and Joe Ingles was not doing good on offense, and Chris Middleton, 24 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 7 rebounds, only 1 of 4 from three, but 9 of 14 from the field. So as we talk about Chris, he was always a good mid-range shooter, and I'm just glad he's like doing more of the mid-range shots that like if you can get it, get it. So ain't nothing wrong with like shooting mid-range shots if you can hit them. But he only played like a little over 20 minutes, so hopefully he can work back up to like getting up 25 minutes, then getting up to 30, then be back on the starting lineup. But right now it's been working with him on the bench, but I don't think they're gonna keep him on the bench forever. Like I'm not expecting that. But hopefully, he gets to you know slowly ease on in the starting lineup. Like I said, the final score was 115 to 123 in Milwaukee Bucks over Miami Heat. I know they got one more game that they got to face, and I think is later in this month that they got one more game, which would be back here in Milwaukee. So yeah, that should be interesting. So Miami beat them in the season series 2 games to 1. So hopefully, Milwaukee can get that win and when they come back here and be at least tied to season series. But we will see. We're gonna go to the standings and we're gonna talk about tonight's games as well. Well, although now is the next day, but we still will talk about games that happened earlier. So I don't think like much has changed with the sorry. I don't think much has changed with the with the standings or anything like that. I don't think much has. Okay. There are a little bit changes. Okay, yeah, yeah. There's some stuff that's changed. Okay, but let's go to the West. Start with the Houston Rockets. Lost their last two. San Antonio Spurs with the now with the league leading losses so far with eight game losing streak. Los Angeles Lakers, they lost their last game. Oklahoma City Thunder won their last game. Portland Trailblazers lost their last game. New Orleans Pelicans won their last game, so they're back on the 500 mark. Utah Jazz lost their last game day on the 500 mark as well. Minnesota Timberwolves lost their last game. They're back to the 8th seed. Golden State Warriors won their last game, so they're the 7th seed. Dallas Mavericks lost their last game, so they went back from 5th to 6th. Phoenix Suns climbed back up and won their last 2 games. They're the 5th. Clippers won their last game. I think it was tonight's game they probably played. So that's what I'm guessing because I don't know who all the teams that played, but we'll look at that in a bit. Clippers are the 4th seed. Sacramento Kings, the 3rd seed. They lost their last game. Memphis Grizzlies lost their last two. They're in 2nd. And Denver Nuggets with a 3-game winning streak with the best record in the conference, on the Western Conference, I should say. Now with the East, Detroit Pistons lost their last game. Charlotte Hornets lost their last three. Orlando Magic won their last game. Toronto Raptors won their last game. Washington Wizards lost 2 straight. Indiana Pacers won their last game. Chicago Bulls won their last two. Atlanta lost their last game. They're the 8th seed. New York Knicks lost their last game. They're the 7th seed. Miami, of course, they lost to their 2-game losing streak, but including the loss of the game against the Bucks. Cleveland won their last game. They're in 5th. Brooklyn won their last game, although they got a little bit of drama going on, so they still managed to win. 76ers won their last two. Um, the Bucks, of course, they won their last 7. They got the highest winning streak right now in the NBA. And Boston Celtics with the only lost their last game. And now with the Bucks and Celtics, they're like a game behind each other. I mean, of course, the Bucks are the game behind the Boston Celtics, and Philadelphia 76ers are 2 games behind Boston and a game behind the Bucks. Yeah, so let's look at the games. Oh, excuse. So Kyrie Irving didn't play, and he was out, and they still managed to beat the Wizards, which I was kind of shocked. Curry exits with a leg injury. X-rays are negative. Okay, Brooklyn beat Washington 125 to 123. Lakers lost to the New Orleans Pelicans 126 to 131. Phoenix beat Detroit 116 to 100. Clippers beat the Knicks. Chicago surprisingly beat Portland at home 121 to 129. And of course, Miami lost to Milwaukee 115 123. Houston lost to OKC 121 to 153. Dallas lost to Golden State 113 to 119, and that was on. Oh, that was on ABC. Okay, and the Lakers and Pelicans game was on ESPN2 and in Denver. So yeah, not that many games tomorrow. Oh, okay. Yeah, they lost to Chicago, so just be interested and see how these next 3 games for the Bucks go on because they got Portland on Monday, and I think Wednesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, when they're oh no, it's Thursday and Friday. They got the Lakers and Clippers back to back. So yeah, they got like a little like resting space for the when they play the Lakers. So yeah, not the shocker, but a little bit surprised. But then again, should have paid attention to it while I was looking at the schedule. So it should be an interesting matchup on Monday. And although it's a later start, it'll start at 9 p.m. since they're going to be in the West Coast. The same thing for like the next 3 games is going to be like a later start. But anyways, thank y'all for watching. Also, thank our sponsors, Art from the Heart. Check them out on Facebook. Moving dudes, check them out on Facebook. Or if you're in Wisconsin and you're trying to move somewhere else in Wisconsin, you can give Sean a call 414-807-4299. Again, it's 414-807-4299. Please like and subscribe. I think we're still at 309 subscribers. Hopefully, we can get more. Like I said, I can do more live videos and stuff like that. And if anybody interested in sponsorship, get hold of me through here. And check out our past videos. Um, check out for like wrestling content and also Milwaukee Bucks content. So please check that out. And that will do it. Y'all have a good one. The next video, which probably be sometime tomorrow, and also with WFSO Aftermath will be on tomorrow at probably a little bit after 10 p.m. Central Time, 11 p.m. Eastern. So a little bit after that. So have a good one.